All right, I want to do this real quick. This is a good example of why you would need infill to create a floor. So this is a Gridfinity 1x1. It's too high, and I printed it apparently without any infill. And if you can see here, it's just not. I stopped the print because I'm like, yeah, this is not going to work. So it started to string across, but because there's no support underneath it, it just had all kinds of issues. So I'm printing it again with a 10% triangle infill, and I've been watching it, and I really think from now on I'm probably going to do a different infill for these. Maybe cubic, something a little more tighter or compact at 20%, just to give it a better finish, a better output. And if we come over here, we can see that this new print is coming out much better with the flatter surface. I should have done some recording with the 10% infill, but it's gonna, that hole on the nearest me on the front is there for a reason, because it's curved on the inside. But you can see that just by having that infill, even at 10% with triangle, gave it a better internal bottom, if that makes any sense. So real important to tweak your settings. Fortunately, I have this here on this part of my desk, and then I just sent it to print from the software at my desk. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit. I just had it, I looked at the infill, tweaked it a little bit, and then, this probably should be tighter if I were to go 20% or pick something other than triangles. It would be even better, but you got to have something there or it just won't print the top. So, but it's pretty nice though. This Cura software, I just plugged my printer in. It's got a USB-C on the side, and I can see I've got 11 minutes left. This tells me what I'm printing, total print time. I can send it some G-code commands on the fly if I want to, and then it has this nice bar at the bottom saying how much time is left. So pretty cool stuff. But yeah, take your time, get to know your settings, especially on that infill. Otherwise you're gonna have a mess. But I picked these smaller because I just got new filament, and it's working out great on the default temperatures. I think 195 is the nozzle temp, and I think I still have my bed at 60 Celsius. But I'm like, let me do some small prints, so I'm not wasting a bunch of plastic. But I got a kilogram. I'm really surprised I'm gonna be printing on this black spool for a long time. And I like this airy one because it has little notches on the side, so you can see in meters. It's got all your information right there, so you know recommended temperatures and tolerances and bed printing speeds and all that. And then it kind of has this little graph to kind of give you an estimate on how much filament you have left. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. This Gridfinity system's gonna be pretty nice, which I'm hopeful, or I'm hoping it works out, because I'm gonna print. So this print here is gonna use 8 grams of filament, and if I have a kilogram, I could probably print at least 80 of these things. This is the 1x1, so it's just one grid on the Gridfinity. But anyway, pretty cool stuff.